Oh, dang. Dang. Lord Jesus.
Cold store code.
Girl, it's a hard night life, girl. Hello, guys. Hello. Happy Sunday.
We still got some more left for the other one.
Yeah, I took it out because it was completely frozen. It's right there. Hey, Ariel Boo. How you doing today, girl? Hit the share button and copy link for me, boo. You know how we do. You know the routine over here. We got us a little 1-2 today. Chicken and rice, y'all, in my wonderful vinegary, buttery, fantastic gravy. Yuck. You couldn't pay me to eat that.
What?
That right there, what you got? What is it?
Nerd gummy?
A nerd gummy. Nope.
Wow.
I'm doing good, Ariel. How you doing?
She shut on me.
Who? Go away.
Wait.
No. Go away. Because you over there trying about to start a whole big old mess. Excuse me, y'all. It's spicy. I got a lot of crushed red pepper in here. But anyway, y'all, continue to hit the share and copy link button for me so we get our friends in here. What's up, y'all? What's up? Did y'all see me last night in the snow? Me too. Me too. You're exhausted. Why? Why are you exhausted?
She's exhausted.
No, this is none of your business over here. What's up, Nikki?
You got a towel.
Don, could you please go back there and talk to Monet and leave me alone because I'm live streaming. Okay, thank you. Go back there and ask Monet and your mama, okay? Get ready to go where in a minute. What's up, Nikki?
What happened? What did you say, Cheryl?
I don't know.
Well, I told him the towel in the car. He shouldn't have came up here and said that to me. He went to the car and got that towel. Come here, Dixon. Again, that's because he drink juice all day.
He didn't have that much today. I'm good. What's up, Break Forever? Y'all, we all snowed in. There's a lot of snow outside, honey. Did y'all see the short I did last night? Ooh, I couldn't see it all, honey. That snow and that wind had me going. You seen it? Oh, yeah. Honey, I was tickled pink. I slipped and everything. I said, oh, Lord. Honey, I don't want to break no bones. So I've been here ever since. I just peeked outside, but no, actually I opened the door and I just shut it. Why?
Because I had a dream that I drove in that snow and I spun out and crashed into something on the highway. That's because you didn't want to go in the first place. I woke up from that dream. I think that's what made me drive even slower. And I'm like,
Okay.
It's a pink towel in the middle of the back seat. It's in the back seats, not the trunk.
Child right here. This is one of my favorite meals, y'all. Chicken, gravy, and rice and early peas. I need my tablet because we got a lot to talk about, honey. When we finish this little food right here. And it's on a 30% charge, honey. I'm going to need more than that.
Whose shoes you got on that you able to fit like that?
Monet's. Hey y'all, what's up? What y'all doing today? I shared some shorts from TikTok to my Facebook that we're gonna look at in a minute. We gonna. What's up, Power of Trinity? Thank you, darling. Monique might need a little salt. You just ate. What you eat, Nikki?
I think you missed it last hour. Huh? No, I think he missed you too this last hour. You did cranky for the last hour. When he used the bathroom for his pooping, like
It's green.
sounded like maybe his stomach hurting or something.
What's up, Latonya, girl? Hey, boo. Yeah, hold on. Girl, we getting ready to discuss real hard. Ashley, can you do me a favor? Can you go get my iPad for me?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, I'll wait for you to finish fixing your food. You better put a lot of gravy on that rice. You ain't gonna want to eat it like that. It's the scooper over there. Honey, we got a lot of things to discuss. That gravy is so good. Y'all, we got a lot to discuss. I think a lot of people, African American people. First of all, we're gonna look at Jamal Bryant. Do y'all know Pastor Jamal Bryant? Excuse me, y'all. Basically, Jamal Bryant was saying, and y'all know I don't rock with preachers like that, but I like him. But basically, he was saying, yes, okay. He was saying that they did all that prosecuting Don and arresting him for going up in that church. But ain't nobody said nothing about that white man that was over there in his church preaching and telling them they going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I'm like, whoo, child, it's getting hot up in here. I mean, the world done gone crazy a little piece. Me and my daughter was talking this morning, and about those files. We were talking about them. Who was? Oh Lord. Let's see. I didn't cook. Well, I cook a little soul food today: chicken and rice and peas. What's up, London in the building? I can call you handsome. I don't know about that. Going back to work tomorrow after being off 3 years. Got the flu, and birthday is Tuesday. What a magnificent start of the year. How you doing, Latanya? Can y'all, everybody in the chat, do me a favor, do your girl a favor before we get to going in, because we gonna go in a little piece. Hit the share button. First of all, there are 3 dots at the top of your screen. Hit the 3 dots, and there you're gonna see the light. You said sick as hell. I was too. I had the throat COVID, and then I caught the flu right behind it, and I was sick as hell for months. It was terrible. But wait a minute, now let me get that straight. You know, I had the fever. Once the fever broke, then I was congested and mucusy and shit like that, but I kept working. I still was working. So girl, you gonna be fine. It's 3 dots right there. Hit the 3 dots and then hit the like. And then in the bottom of the screen down in the right side, hit the share and then hit copy link and then hit share and copy link, so our friends can come in and then y'all come on back. All right, and help your girl out. So, and I'm gonna need a charger. Latanya, just drink plenty of fluids, boo. And keep your fever down. And stay warm. And eat clean food. All right, let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay, wait a minute. Where's Jamal at, Lord? I don't see Jamal. Did I not share it? Because it ain't no big deal, baby, because I can go find it. Okay, I did not share it. All right, let me go. I'm going in. I'm going in though because if I don't, I can't afford it. Fluid says, "Oh, you can keep down." Girl, my greedy ass ate the whole time. My daughter said, "I ain't never seen nobody get sick like that and eat." I'm talking about 8 every day. I'm sorry, boo. My daughter got sick, but she didn't eat. She went days without eating. Um, shit. Hold on. Jamal Bryant. Okay. All right, so where is Jamal Bryant collapses mid-service after wife Dr. Carey turn crashes church. What the hell? That ain't it. Let me go to YouTube. Hold on, y'all. That's usually me first time. I'm unable to eat. You see what happened to Beloved. What happened to Beloved, girl? I ain't see what happened to Beloved. What happened to Beloved? What happened to Beloved? I didn't see it. I know I ain't seen her like, but I don't watch her like that anymore. I mean, not that I have a problem with Beloved because she's fantastic. I don't have a problem with her. But what happened to her? Jamal. I told you I had the throat COVID and the flu. Right behind each other. Where the hell? Okay, let me see. New Birth Church. No, I don't want New Birth Church. I want his trying to juice and fast. See you really? Who in the ICU? Girl, hold on for 1 minute. Hold on. Hold on. What? Let's look at Beloved right now. Where? Um, she did a video on it. Intensive care unit for 5 days. All my fault. Why is she in the ICU? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. Listen, I'm not gonna make this video, but I said, let me make this video. Some people may say that they don't believe what I'm saying or whatever. But I am in the hospital. Let me just say how this happened. So, y'all know I was on a juice fast. Y'all remember she was on the juice fast. And then, probably 4 days, maybe 5 days ago, I went on the water fast. Yeah, I blame myself. Wait a minute. So y'all remember when Q went on the watermelon fast and she fainted? So I know we be hearing all this stuff on social media, but I just feel like you can't just do everything you hear. You got to ease into a situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially as the body gets older. Her body was probably used to all that food. Then when she decided to give her body a break, her body probably went into shock. Exactly. You got to ease your way into a situation. You just can't jump. She passed out too. Hold on, I ended up drinking water.
and doing nothing but water. Because I think one day I was drinking juice, and juice I was feeling amazing, of course. And not the first 13 days I was detoxing. But then I started feeling good um, after the 13 days. And then
Travis.
I started doing water. So once I started doing the water, I kind of felt nauseous, like started feeling nauseous. Not the second day. First, second day I had energy. Third day I had energy.
Hey, Time.
And the fourth day,
Happy Sunday.
The fifth day, y'all. I promise. It was like I felt. You know how you feel that that bile? It was the bile, and it was giving me heartburn and everything. So I'm thinking like, this is weird. Heartburn, and I was getting heartburn a lot. And then all of a sudden, from heartburn to feeling nauseated. And so my husband kind of recognized it. It was like 1 in the morning. He's like, baby, you okay? Because I kept on getting out the bed, and I'd be sitting up and stuff like that because I couldn't lay down because it was so, you know, I was just so nauseated. And so I asked if I said, baby, would you just make me a bath, and put some Epsom salt in it because I thought that'd make me feel better. So I got in the tub, and I started to feel better. And I ended up standing in the tub literally all night, literally to the next morning. And I just kept on putting the hot water in my tub. And so my husband woke up. He was finna get in the shower. When he was in the shower. Then when he got out of the shower, he was brushing his teeth.
Hey, James Howard.
And he saw me. And y'all, this is so gross. Y'all don't want to hear it. I was in the tub, and I ended up thrown up in the tub. I was like, this is crazy. I ended up going up in the tub. And then later on that day, my husband told me, I was like, give me some coconut water. If you get me some coconut water, I'll be better. And brought me coconut water. Started throwing up that.
What was the issue, though?
You know what? I said, I'm going to go to the hospital. Go give me an IV. And then that's what they did. They got me doing all this IV. Let me show y'all. They had me on everything. All those bags over there. I don't know if y'all can see them.
So that's crazy.
Now my potassium. Sorry, y'all. Now.
So again, like I was saying, I'm sorry this happened to her. You know, it can happen to anybody. But I mean, we're older. She turned what? She turned 50, right? She had her 50th birthday. So anyway, when you're 50, I'm 55. But when you're 50 years old, you know, we got to listen to our body because it's not like, it's nowhere near like when we were 30 at all. Even I remember when I was 40, shoot, I was great. You know what I'm saying? I could work all day and go out and hang out and go to breakfast and then have me 2 hours of sleep and then go to the salon and work a full day and just go home and go to bed and sleep a regular night's rest and everything was fine. But I'm 55 now. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. My mind says that I can, but my body has let me know on several occasions, ma'am, you have limitations. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, she knows that your body is not the same when it's 18 to 30 because it starts changing once you get older in your body. It's looking for what you put in all the time. And when you change, it becomes hard. Yeah, just for anybody that will come through this live and watch it, I'm just saying, when you get, in your late 40s, early 50s, you really have to listen to your body. And even though Nate was able to do the vegan and the juicing and stuff like that, that don't mean that she was able to, because she's a much bigger eater than Nate. And I remember Amy Winehouse. Y'all remember Amy Winehouse? So we know that she was on she was alcoholic and everything. But her and her friend girl, they were doing fasting. So they would go on a straight fast, and then they would go back to eating regular food, and then she was already dealing with the alcohol, and that girl passed away in her sleep. So I'm just saying, you got to be careful. I was at the bar so much, like I worked there. If I drink today, I will be in the bed for 4 days. So glad I don't drink anymore. Right. Alcohol like my body does not like alcohol. I mean, go figure. That's why I don't drink it. It just don't like it. So when I put it in my body, I feel shitty. You know, Amy Winehouse, Valerie. Yes, I love that song, Valerie. I feel shitty. And even when I was smoking cigarettes and trees, I felt shitty. So I don't smoke or drink anymore. Now, if I have some alcohol, just like yesterday, I said I was going to drink a little bit. But even in that, I would have took 2 swallows, and then I wouldn't have felt so good. I don't know. My mama, she stopped drinking too, when she was like in her mid to late 40s, early 50s, somewhere up in there. She stopped. So I think she stopped before that. I think she stopped before that because she had fluid on her brain. And they had to go in the hospital and take a needle and stick it in the back of her spine, at the top of at the bottom of the neck, up in the area, and extract the fluid off her brain. So yeah, our bodies don't, yeah. But my mama used to love alcohol, but I never loved alcohol, but I could drink. You say trees, and I say I need that Bob Marley with some easy wires. Look, I used to love my trees. You know, trees were everything to me at one point. I mean, I used to love a piece of tree. I'm telling you right now. Yes, girl, the streets, the streets owe me nothing. Never could smoke trees. What? It made me feel paralyzed. It goes off to everyone that can smoke and still function. I couldn't do it. Now listen, now I can smoke all I wanted to now. I can smoke all day long. Period. I'm talking about all day. But I couldn't go to work smoking. So if I smoke all day, it was on the weekends or holidays or something like that. But it ain't like I could smoke in the morning and go nowhere near my work. I couldn't do that because when I smoke, it you could tell I had smoked. You know what I'm saying? One of them kind of situations where you can't tell that I don't smoke. Like everybody around me gonna know that I smoke. See what I'm saying? So yeah, no. So yeah, that's what. But you gotta listen to your body though, beloved. I hate you ended up in the ICU. Beloved ended up in the ICU. Trying to fast. But everybody been telling her. Everybody has been telling Miss Bethany that food life that she lived ain't good, And she said, "Oh, I'm fine. My vitals are fine. My blood pressure fine. Like everything fine." But you don't know when everything ain't fine. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, those are my thoughts on that. And I'm glad she feel better, and she might find out that she's a diabetic or her blood pressure might be an issue. She might find that out through this visit, because things are subject to change with your body any moment. All right. So let me see. Let me go back and find Jamal. I got to find. Now y'all don't know. Y'all know I don't like the preachers now. I don't like them because they be doing too much. But honey, ooh. Okay. Let me see, but I don't understand why I can't find the podcast. No, I don't want anything that happened. Let's see, videos.
No, I said that's what I had said.
I want his podcast. I don't want the Sunday services.
Hold on, let's see.
Okay, podcast. All right, is this it? Yes, this is it. Y'all still here? Can y'all hit share and copy link for me?
Hey, stop buying the courses. Listen, I want to build you a Shopify store completely free.
No.
Church, and I was just, I've got to talk about the church in America. The words of Marvin Gaye.
First of all, this was good to me. I smoked a joint when I got off work, went to the lounge, and sat in that car playing with my hair. Oh my God! Finally got out. People waiting on me. Got to the lounge door and didn't go in. Got in my car. Let's hang you, girl. You are crazy. What's up, Jacob from London? How you doing? Good evening. Latanya, it won't for you.
Well, that's not what happened to me, but that's I can't handle edibles. I can't handle edibles at all.
Why not?
It's overwhelming for me. It put me to sleep immediately. I was hanging out with my friends. We were playing.
You somebody that night you showed up at the club when we were there.
Yes, and we had planned to come and everything. We were supposed to be having a ball that night, and I had just took the edible before I came in there, and he kicked in 30 minutes later, and I couldn't stand up. I said, "Oh my God, friend!" And I go with my friend. I know that was worse.
Listen, y'all. Monet walked on in the place where we was at. We was sort of like a 30s and up place. She was coming to, where the grown folks hang out, where I was. And I said, well, yeah, we all know over here. She said, you think they'll let me in? I said, well, I think so. I think they'll let you in. And so she came on over there and she was talking right soft. And I was like, well, maybe the music is bothering her. So the more and more I looked at her, I said, Monet, is you okay?
I was not okay. Matter of fact, please take me home right now, because last thing I want to do is fall asleep or look any type of crazy in this club.
Girl, Monet was put down. You understand me?
And that was the first and the last.
She said that was first and
Did you
last.
talk about that time when I accidentally gave it one to you? I thought it was CBD. When you went to that store.
No, I didn't. Maybe I've told them. I'm not. I don't. Do y'all remember me telling y'all the story of the brownie edible that she gave me out of the store?
Yeah, because we was having a long drive. We was going to Atlanta, and I thought that it was a CBD.
It was the worst ride I've ever been on.
And it was the real edible with THC in it.
She almost killed me.
Yeah, and it's like, we didn't even know it was THC though.
It was the worst.
But as we started driving, the type of quiet she got was
okay, let me tell you the reason why I got quiet.
What
Tima, no. The reason why, what's up, Kicks? The reason why I got quiet was, how you sitting in the car and you resting your arms? And, you just sitting in the car. Maybe you have your arm, like, up on the thing like that. On the thing. And then maybe you got one, like, on the rest, because I'm in the passenger side. But what I realized is that my arms were not working. They were not working, and they were really, like, flimsy and sort of light, but heavy. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm on a trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a trip, and I can't tell Monet that I'm on a trip because she's gonna bother me while I'm on the trip, and I don't need no pressure because I'm on this trip, and I can't get off of it until it releases me. And I know I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble. My arms don't work. And now I'm in the passenger seat, and we driving to Atlanta, and I'm looking out the right side, out the window of the SUV, and she's speeding, but it seemed like she going like 250 miles per hour. And I can't say nothing about that, and my arms don't work. So anyway, I kind of closed my eyes, but not too long, because I don't want her to know that I'm over here on a trip. Girl. I'm fucking on the worst ride of my life. I'm keep looking out the window, and I say to myself, and I go to praying, I said, look, it's your fucking fault because you had no business putting that brownie in your fucking mouth, and now you're over here with your arms don't work, and everything out that window is going 1,000 miles per minute, and you on this motherfucking roller coaster, you can't come off, and you can't say nothing to Monet, so just fucking deal with it. It was
Well, first
terrible.
of all, I didn't know that's what it was.
No, it's not. I'm saying it's not you, it's me, because I should have said no.
They say the right one.
But I'm just saying, and that's why I told her, because I did have enough sense to say, since I've never used it before, I don't know, you know.
But that's how you know they been had THC.
I did listen. I said to her, just give me a little piece. And when I tell you that girl gave me a little piece, so you got the brownie in a square, and I broke the edge out of one side of the fucking brownie, and it did me like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all when they let me go. We left here. We left here at 12 noon, my house. So we probably pulled up at the country store at 12:30. So we driving on to Atlanta. We gets to Atlanta. I'm still, because it took what, 6 hours to drive to Atlanta? Okay, I still got hours to go. Girl, so she got to sing down in Atlanta. And so we get out the car. I'm doing the best I can because we done got there already. And I've been on this ride, but my mental space, my brain is so damn strong because I'm just like, bitch, you not getting ready to lose yourself, even though you on a trip. So you look at it like you're on the worst amusement ride of your life, and after a while, it's going to stop. So we in Atlanta. I got 5 more hours to go. We going to the place where she's supposed to perform. All kind of crazy shit going on. The people didn't accommodate her really. And then it's a whole lot of real gangster folks in there. And people, the artists are singing and rapping. They look real bad. They look real dusty. And I really want to go off and get the manager and get the guy that invited us down there, everything. But I can't do it because I'm still on the trip. And so finally, she performed. Everything is about 12:30 midnight that night. And I walked out of the club, and that motherfucker let me go. When it finally let me go, I said, Monet, I've been on a trip the whole time. I've been on a trip. I could literally fucking cry right now. It was so terrible. But anyway, that was my experience. I told my brother about it, one of my brothers. He said, sure, I'd have lost my He said, they'd have put me in the hospital. I said, hell no. I'm not going through all of that. And not only that, my heart was beating so. That's another thing. My heart rate was up. I went through. I rolled it though. Okay, that was Shania just called me. Yeah, okay, so anyway, y'all don't mess with them brownies. Don't mess with the brownies unless you can handle. What is it that you can handle, Moni? What's the one I had? What was the brownie part? What was the
CBD? CBD is just like a relaxation.
No, I'm talking about the one you gave me.
I don't know. I didn't mean to get
Chavoy told me that you gave me the THC.
Right.
That's the masculine reefer.
Well, I don't know.
Trees.
I thought I gave you CBD. It's the stuff they sell.
But you ate it. You was cool though. It was all right. What you wanted?
What? That CBD, the brownie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fine. But it wasn't nothing like that Kit Kat I had. That one I had when I was in that club.
All right. Y'all, we're going to listen a little bit to what Jamal said because, honey baby.
What's going on? A lot has happened over the last couple of weeks surrounding the church. And I better put a warning right here. Critical thinkers only. Critical thinkers only. A couple of months ago, I said something about the black church, and I was chastised.
Wait a minute.
About white.
Now, I just did too. I told a client of mine yesterday. I told her, she said, because we were just talking about all what's going on in, Washington and all of that. And she was kind of like oblivious to it. And I said, look, everybody got to start paying attention to what's going on. Because after a while, it's going to knock at your door. So this morning, this ain't got nothing to do with this, but hold on. I found out that there's a white pastor that basically said 95% of all black churches, pastors are unqualified to preach. Did y'all hear me? He said 95%, a white man, says that he said they don't have accurate theology. They're not qualified to preach. Their Jesus that they know is not the real Jesus. And he said they need to close down all of those churches and find a white preacher to preach to them, or else they are going to hell. Now, see, I just told my client yesterday, because, you know, she a church going lady, that I don't know if y'all sitting up in these churches and y'all pastors are not speaking to what's going on right now. That is not good. That's not good, because all these people, and they say, sure, ain't nothing gonna happen. What you mean ain't nothing gonna happen? These people, they not the Heritage Foundation, Lord have mercy. And these billionaires, they're not playing with us. They are not joking. This is no joke. And now my thinking was, the whole time my thinking was this. This is what y'all know how I do. I'm thinking, they gonna come for the black church. I've been thinking that. And you might say, well, Cheryl, why you say that? Because first of all, the black church is the meeting place. Also, it's the place where black people accumulate wealth. There's a lot of networking in the black churches. And for every black church that has a black pastor, and especially if the church is of a significant size, he makes money, right? And they don't want black people owning stuff and being business owners and stuff. They don't want that. Your pastor live in $1 million home. They don't want that. They're gonna come for the black churches. Exactly. And that's why we all have to pull together right now and stop this. Because they're gonna come for the black church. They already done started. Listen.
Clerics around the country saying that there's no such thing as a black church or a white church. There's just the church of God.
Okay.
And that sounds good if you don't understand, for historical reference.
Right, Jamal.
That in St. George's Church in Philadelphia,
let's let y'all see.
1787, a man by the name of Richard Allen was praying on his knees, and a white gentleman who came late had the ushers tap him on his shoulder, and they had Richard Allen get off of his knees, y'all ain't gonna believe it, so a white man could pray. All of the blacks at St. George's Episcopal Church had to sit in the balcony. Richard Allen, almost like a scene from the Malcolm X movie, said, let's go. He went down the street and he started Bethel AME Church. And that's how the oldest black denomination in America was started. Forget lunch counters, forget buses, forget schools, because altars were segregated. And on the blood of the altar is where the black church was birthed.
Okay.
And I wanted to show you a cross analysis between the black and the white church. What is taking place. And prayerfully at the end, we can talk about healing, reconciliation, and strengthening. I wanted you to see this clip. A gentleman who is a formidable force in evangelical circles.
Y'all, please listen to this. Don't go nowhere.
On a widely spread podcast that 90 to 95% of black preachers are preaching a gospel that is heretical.
Hold on, y'all.
And that black people...
Hold on just 1 second. Monet! Can y'all come and get this device, because it's real loud? Please.
If they want to be saved, if they want to learn the Bible, if they want to know who God really is, should really be under a white pastor.
God, this is
now, before y'all throw tomatoes at me.
Okay,
Did your teenager develop depression, anxiety, or eating disorders after becoming addicted to social media platforms?
No, go.
Watch
Bye.
this clip.
About 90 to
95%
of the black church in America is objectively, by the standards of Scripture, heretical. It doesn't even constitute a true church. They're teaching things that are absolutely in direct opposition.
So he said 95% of black churches are heretical. I couldn't even get it out. heretical. So basically, he's calling them like heretics. So then they're not preaching the real gospel. 95% of black churches. That's what he's saying.
Opposition to the Christian faith. If you listen to the message and you believe what they're saying, you will go to hell. I love black people. I want them to know Christ. And currently, there are not enough black men in America, Christian men, who know enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches. The black church in America needs to be split up. It needs to go and find a good, God-fearing white church with biblically qualified men so that they can hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ and come to saving faith in him.
Okay.
Now, this video has been in circulation.
Wait a minute. First of all, if you're at church and your pastor is a female, he completely canceled out women pastors. Juanita Bynum and all these phenomenal in their own right. Women preachers, done. He just completely canceled them out. Because, of course, you're not going to deal with no black woman as a preacher. And then second of all, you black people, go find you a white pastor. I just got this shit out of my mouth yesterday when I told my client they are coming for the church. I just said it. And the very next day, I listened to Jamal. But let's finish listening to Jamal. Y'all,
For 3 weeks. And I want to go on record that not one white pastor has challenged or chastened him that he's out of order and he's disrespectful. For you to, in fact, imply that 95% of black preachers are untrained, uneducated, and not biblically sound is a great statement.
Good God Almighty.
But if you want to talk about heresy, let's talk about how white evangelical churches, by and large, have supported in lockstep
Come on.
a pedophile.
Woo-hoo!
Have supported without any variation somebody who has said openly they have never repented.
Ooh.
Or can any of the white pastors say anything about your beloved president who you say is God's man, hasn't stepped foot in a church since his inauguration?
Oh.
Do we want to talk about the hypocrisy that is yet amongst us? When Jesus gave us the call that we would in fact take care of the sick, that we would suffer for the little children, that we would express kindness to the strangers, and yet what it is that is happening with ICE, the white church has said absolutely nothing. How it is that children are coming home to empty homes because parents have been arrested, detained, and deported, and children are having to fend themselves in front of magistrates.
Gee whiz.
We're not going to say nothing about the hypocrisy of what is taking place, that you called for a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk.
Woo.
But you ain't said nothing about Renee Good,
Okay.
a mother of 3 who was killed in broad daylight, and absolutely nothing has happened to the officer who did it to her. White church, are you going to say anything about how last week an ICE agent was finally charged because he was forcing sex on a detainee in order for them to receive visitation from their daughter? You ain't going to say nothing.
You ain't going to say nothing, white church?
Let's not talk about heresy.
Heresy.
The white nationalist Christian church is not Christian at all.
Oh, no, they're not Christian
They're
at
just
all.
all nationalists. It's not God first.
No.
It's country first.
Yes.
Can you imagine the arrows of aspersions that would be pointed at me if I said, white people, if y'all want to get to heaven, get to a black church?
Woo-hoo.
I mean, you all would be protesting. Would be going crazy. Of the nerve, the audacity. But for a white pastor to say it, there is no pause, there is no council meeting, because it shows again how we have patriarchy and condescension when white preachers talk to black people.
Woo-hoo.
lest I be accused, charged, as it were, of being
Jesus.
divisive.
Okay, here for the team.
In Minneapolis,
Yes, he
which
is.
I believe right now is setting itself up
What's up,
in the
Daisy?
2.0 civil rights movement. Minneapolis is now becoming Montgomery. The exact same thing that happened in Montgomery is replicating itself in Minneapolis.
We could go see what
I'm going to talk
Jennings
about
got.
ICE in a minute.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking
Y'all
about
shut that door.
detaining for a minute. I'm going to talk about the president withdrawing federal funds. I'm going to talk about how the alleged daycare scheme was really concocted by a Karen. But let's talk about what
Ashley,
happened
do
in
you
that
hear me?
church.
Please, it's cold.
Of how it is that an ICE agent is the pastor. He's the leader of
I
ICE.
say for everyone, I
And
agree
as the pastor of
totally.
the
I'm a
church,
70-year-old
it brings
white
us
woman.
in the
Okay.
exact same posture of what happened with slave owners who were preaching on Sunday morning. Slaves, obey your masters. We can talk about for any length of time whether or not it was right or whether it was appropriate for them to go into the church. But let's go to Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the United States. I don't want to misquote her. Here she says,
Quote her.
we don't tolerate attacks on places of worship. It's right here. I need you to look at her tweet.
Y'all listen to this.
We do not tolerate
Attacks on places of worship. We don't tolerate that.
Over 60 protesters,
Listen.
and they arrest 2 black women first. I'm going to talk about them for a moment. But this, if anybody can get this to Pam Bondi, I want her to know I salute her.
Y'all tag Pam Bondi with
she
this
said
here.
it, not me. We don't tolerate attacks on places of worship.
Mm-hmm.
Within 72 hours, arrested 3 people. Pam Bondi, there should be a warrant out right now. Because 2 weeks before the disturbance at the church in Minneapolis, there was a disturbance at New Birth. And it went viral. Pam, I know you've been busy. I know you're doing a lot. Someone to show it to you.
Wait a minute. Y'all know what he get ready to show y'all. Do y'all know what he get ready to show y'all?
Right here.
Because I remember it. I seen it. It was viral. Look at that. Woman, she said she don't tolerate this. But here go the white preacher come in Jamal's church and sit there and say that all of them, Jamal and his congregants, are going to hell. He have no business in there. That's not his church. Anyway, y'all gonna see. Pam Bondi says they don't tolerate that.
Jesus Christ saved my life 18 years
Look
ago.
at him.
18 years ago, Jesus Christ saved my life. On Chandler Road and Kelly Lake, right there in the corner, I met Jesus Christ. 18 years ago, I met the Lord Jesus Christ. And ever since then, He's been the Lord of my life. And I've sought to obey Him to the best that I can. And I know that holiness is still right. And I know there's a church that claims to be of Jesus, and they're liars. They make it all about the work. They sell goods. They turn the name of Jesus Christ into a laughing stock with their whorishness and their wickedness. I love the Lord Jesus Christ. That's why I obey Him. The Lord Jesus Christ is going to destroy this church.
Look.
He's going to destroy this church. And if you're in it when He does, He'll destroy you with it. It's time to repent of your wicked ways. Raise baiting, stirring hatred among the children of God. People that would come to Christ and won't because you make His name a laughing stock. You blaspheme the name
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not, Nikki. I haven't heard anything.
He's taking vengeance upon those who know not God and obey not the gospel. Oh, you need to repent.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Now, this thing went viral, so I know Pam Bondi is somebody in the Wicked administration heard this or saw this. They went and arrested Don Lemon, and this white preacher had already come into somebody's church acting a whole monkey. This man could have had a whole gun. Do you see what I'm saying? These people are so racist. It is so crazy. Oh my God, this is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? How could you, I mean, what's the difference? What is the difference? I just had to show y'all that. But Jamal done ate them up, honey. They have been ate up. And he did a fantastic job. He did. Because what's the difference? Oh my God. He said, what did he say? He said, Jesus Christ is going to, yes ma'am. He said, Jesus Christ is going to destroy them. If they don't what? If they don't obey and submit. He loves Jesus Christ. That's what he said. And he obeys Jesus. Sir, we don't know you. You could beat your wife when you get to your house. You ain't obeying Jesus. Leave people alone. These white nationalists have lost their mind. We're not obeying y'all. I don't. You might as well stop asking for obedience because you're not gonna get it. Nobody's obeying you. Okay? That man said that all 95% of black preachers, boy, the church, boy, I'm telling you, the church better get straightened out because they coming for them. And look, the thing is, let me block you, baby. Let me block you because you don't want to be here with us. Have a good day. The church, I don't know why they so quiet, but they can't be quiet because Stephen Miller is not going to stop. You think Stephen Miller like to see a pastor live in a phenomenal house and drive really nice cars and get all kind of accolades out here in society and awards and be respected and honored? You think Stephen Miller want to see that? He would love to see that pastor have nothing. They are coming for the churches. Now, I literally believe that what that white neo-Nazi white preacher said, I think that's a conversation that's being had amongst the white evangelicals. That's what I think. I think that they have convinced themselves because I've heard them have conversations about black churches and what black churches do and how black people, they talk about black women having so many baby daddies and they just talk about our culture. And it's none of their fucking business about our culture. They need to worry about their own culture, like the culture on the farms. That's what they need to worry about. They need to worry about pedophilia culture. They need to worry about doing bad things to children culture. They need to worry about Epstein Island culture. That's what they need to worry about. I got to share this video with one of my white brothers. Because it's giving white brother, because this video ate down. It ate down. Okay? And I got to let y'all hear it. Because I think y'all going to feel like it ate down too. Hold on.
For stealing from children.
Hold on, Lucy. Not Lucy,
send
but
the message,
Luke.
send the message,
One minute.
send the-
Hold on. Worry about that. Don't worry about our culture. We ain't ask y'all for shit. We ain't ask you for nothing. Don't worry about us. Here you go. Listen.
Message straight to Donald Trump, straight to this dirty diaper pedophile in hospice. with his little burgundy cankles and his little titties and a little pussy on his neck. I want to send a message straight to you, you morbidly obese, dying child rapist. You said the other night that Alex Preddy's stock was down because there's a video of him kicking a taillight out of an SUV of ice. Motherfucker, his stock went up with me.
Damn sure did.
You fat, nasty, dirty diaper bitch. It went up with me. The only thing that would have made it go up more is if he was kicking the head off of one of the fucking January 6th pedophiles you let out of prison. You nasty little bitch. You soft-handed, silver spoon, Manhattan pussy. You're a pussy. Donald Trump's a pussy like every pussy that worships him. Donald Trump's never held a fucking tool other than his tiny little mushroom dick. The hardest thing you've done is rape a child, you fucking weakling.
Cuss him
Talking
out.
shit about a real man. That dude is a fucking patriot. That dude spent his entire fucking adult life taking care of veterans and then honoring them when they passed. He spent his days protecting women from the ICE goons that you fucking sicked on him. These proud boy child rapists that you let out of jail. Repeat offender white trash criminals that you let out of jail because you wanted to lie about an election you couldn't win. Which, by the way, you didn't fucking win, bitch. You didn't win. And I don't know why you're so fucking baffled about losing. You've been losing your whole goddamn life, you stupid motherfucker. You'd have nothing. You'd be sleeping on a fucking bench if you didn't have rich parents. You're an imbecile. You're a dumb motherfucker. That's why you won't let anybody see your school records. Because you're fucking stupid and you know it. You bankrupted casinos, you pathetic bitch. Trump steaks, Trump water, Trump wine, Trump vodka, Trump airlines, Trump mortgage, Trump shuttle, Trump transportation, Trump university, sued, shut down. Trump charity, sued, shut down for stealing from children with cancer. You stupid, fat, dying pedophile bitch. Fuck you. You're not tough. You're not smart. You're a fucking loser. You're a loser, bitch. And you lost the 2020 election. Your own head of election security said you lost. Then you hired two firms. They also said you lost. Your attorney general said you lost. Your VP said you lost. Your daughter said you lost. You filed 63 court cases. They all said you lost. Fox News was sued for lying about it and set it out of court because they know you lost. Everybody knows you lost. You fat, cankled, dying pedophile bitch. Kill yourself. Dearest MAGA, send the message straight to Donald Trump. Straight to...
Wait a minute. Didn't we enjoy all of that together, all 100 of us? Oh, let's see. What is his name? His name on TikTok is Cliff, CliFF, Cash, CASH. Didn't we enjoy refreshing? I said, my stars, I gotta share it. I gotta share it with my friends, okay? Period. Now, that was good to us. That was good. Y'all share it with y'all friends, okay? All right. And what else? Oh, God, he cussed that man out for dear life. He gonna get you kicked. Oh, shut up. That was an opinionated rant supported by Nothing Sister Cheryl. What you mean? Well, good. I love opinionated rants. That's why I'm here on YouTube. Okay? I do opinionated rants on people I choose to do it on. Right? It ain't no different from them saying the bullshit that they say and them lies that they say about people. Okay? All the time. Especially Pam Bondi. Go somewhere and sit down somewhere. All right. Oh, let me see. Let me look at this one and see what she talking about. Hold on, y'all. Me too, Antoinette. Me too. He told you. Scorpios are healthy. Oh, no. No, we ain't gonna talk about Scorpios. Hold on. No, let's get out of here. Let's get out of there. What's up, Benny White? Girl, you just missed the rant of the year. You missed the rant of the year. That was good. Let's listen to Republicans Don't Give a Damn about fraud. Another beautiful black woman. Let's listen to her. Hold on.
You are not in order with the rules of the committee. This is my time. This is my time. I ask the questions and you answer, but you're too much of a coward to answer. Here we're having a hearing in oversight on misuse of oversight and misuse of federal funds in Minnesota. Again, fraud should be investigated and it should be prevented.
Yes,
and the way
Cliff
that you
Cash.
prevent it is by holding people accountable who commit it. And you can't have selective outrage about that. So when I pushed back on the Republican witnesses and said, okay, you guys care so much about fraud. You want fraudsters to be held accountable. And I asked them, what does accountability look like? And the woman who is the head of the fraud prevention committee in Minnesota said incarceration. So I said, okay, well, if that's true, will you then raise your hand in opposition of Donald Trump's pardons? Pardons of a Minnesota man who was a January 6th insurrectionist who assaulted police officers. He owes $2.6 million in restitution. Raise your hand if you oppose Trump's pardon of this Minnesota individual. I asked Republican witnesses if they would raise their hand in opposition to Donald Trump's pardon of BitMEX, a corporation that owes $100 million in restitution and fines. Now raise your hand if you oppose Trump's pardon of this crypto company. And then I asked them if they would raise their hands in vigorous opposition of George Santos's pardon, who committed fraud to the tune of $370,000. And they all refused to do it. Raise your hand if you oppose this pardon. Now they're going to do what they always do. They're going to traffic in racist tropes. They're going to, say I'm grandstanding.
And this grandstanding nonsense.
This is not grandstanding.
Exactly
this is
what
accountability.
Minnesotans hate about DC.
This is accountability, and you are hypocrites. Accuse me of being out of control when they were the ones that were out of control. They refused to answer my questions. They kept infringing on my time. You know why you so often hear women in committee saying reclaiming my time? Because Republican witnesses are so often speaking over us, trying to silence us. And so I didn't even get to finish my closing statement. So the point here is they're a bunch of hypocrites.
We know what, we know the point. The point is, he done let all of the criminals out of fucking jail. Meanwhile, he trying to convince the American citizens that he's looking for immigrants and people that commit fraud. And he just let all the fucking criminals out of prison. Because he's a criminal. I don't understand what people don't understand about that. He just pardoned all of the criminals, the rich criminals that can help him. He pardoned them. Meanwhile, promising MAGA that he's looking for immigrants and criminals. MAGA is so fucking stupid. I've never seen so much stupidity in my life. I had to share that with y'all. Oh my God. And just like she said, hypocrites. I hate that word. I hate that word hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? Because it rubs up against my church trauma. So I really hate that word. But since it so beautifully describes the behavior of a motherfucker who's pointing at you and they themselves are guilty of that fucking thing. Nobody is stupid. But the Republicans and MAGA, they're just dumb. But the MAGA people are so dumb that they literally go for it. They don't understand. This is just fucking insane. And not only that, but Epstein Island and these 3 million emails that have been out here. Now I've heard some nasty stuff about these emails. Let me see if I could find. Did I share anything? Okay, that's the JFK Cliff Cash. So let me see. I sent. I didn't share anything about the new emails yet. So let me think if I can remember. The next election, we should all put our own name and vote for ourselves, we the people. But I'm telling you something though. Damn, it was this man I found this morning. And I went to his YouTube. And I'm trying to think what I do with his information. Because it wouldn't allow me to save it or send it to my Facebook and share it. But anyway, he was just talking about the emails and how terrible they are. And this is for another layer. The new emails show cannibalism being done. Not only did they abuse sexually the children, the adolescents, everybody wants to say teenagers. I'm not saying teenagers. I'm going to say adolescents anywhere from 10 to 13. And of course, there were some 14, 15-year-olds. But there was some eating kids, too. Now, I'm like, I just don't understand how in the judicial system, how are we with the judges and stuff? How are any of our courts working? Like, how are they prosecuting people nowadays? How are they sending people to jail right now in all of the cities and counties and states all over the United States? How with straight faces are they sentencing people and sending them to fucking prison? How? I just don't get it. These people on that island, and we got names now. And now you got all these files being revealed and all of this shit that these people have done. And you got witnesses that calling their name and they still don't have to give into account. And still you got judges, prosecutors, district attorneys, and lawyers that are practicing law all over this fucking country with a straight face and putting people in jail. I swear to God, if I was a judge, I probably would have to quit. I couldn't do it. And if they don't get their fucking faces straight, that's what, the corruption is it's out of control. We have heard about Africa being corrupt and all of, different countries and shit being so corrupt. But we are the worst. We are more corrupt than any fucking thing that I've ever heard of. What those people, the fucking rich billionaires, have done to those children for all these years is a goddamn shame. It's not even, I don't even have no words for how horrible it is. It is worse than anything that you could put on television and classify as a fucking horror, thriller, or anything like that. It's worse. And I've been looking at some of the redacted photos, how Epstein laying back with his big ass belly and got a little girl the same size and age of almost as my grandbaby that's back there in that back. And when my mind showed me a grown goddamn man with a young girl laid across his fucking lap. And other men, Clinton and other ones, sitting in the same fucking room with an American flag and a cigarette in his goddamn hand. And they put on now, the evangelicals, the white nationalists, and the goddamn conservative Republicans, that when they get together in a conference or something, the Grindr app goes down because they like dick every now and then. Girl, if these people ain't mentally ill, girl, it's gotta be It's gotta be. I heard Jay-Z was in the foul. And this, so me and Monet talked about this morning, and then I'm gonna end the line. I am so sick of this shit. I don't know what to do. Me and Monet talked about this morning. Monet, you can let me know how you feel about this part right here. So it was a girl that was doing a short on social media, and no, who was that? She's a singer. What's her name? Lizzo came to defend Jay-Z. Okay, she running her damn mouth, so I listened to a piece of it, but she pissed me off, and I had to jump on in there because Monet was kind of agreeing with Lizzo. I listened, Lizzo, shut your fucking mouth, because number one, Jay-Z done had all these years. She was saying that just because she said it's been decades. It was a span of decades through the life of the island, and him being famous and rich and everything. A lot of people came and went on the island. You just can't say because he went on that island that he's one of them, right? So then I told her, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you why I lean toward the side of he's one of them. For one fucking reason. I ain't heard nowhere that Jay-Z, since the time that Epstein was accused of doing what he was doing, I've not heard anywhere, seen it put in an article anywhere that where he said ahead of time, I was there on the island. Have y'all heard him say that, before they release anything about me, I was on the island, but I ain't do shit. Have y'all heard him say that? No, you haven't. He ain't said a motherfucking word. He ain't said nothing. Not that I know of. Have y'all heard him say anything? So as far as I'm concerned, he's a dirty dick too. Because you could have opened your mouth and said something about, you knew damn well we've been dealing with this damn Epstein shit for a long time. And especially within the last since I don't know, were they talking about it when Donald Trump won the first time? Was this Epstein Island thing a thing when he won the first time? Because I don't know, but I'll say in the last 2 or 3 years, he ain't said shit about it. So no, I lean to the side of you on the island doing shit you ain't got no business. You were, and that's how I see it. You just like the other really, really rich people. But on another level, as a mother and a grandma and an auntie and a cousin to family members and just friends and just beautiful young people, what the fuck were y'all doing? Why were they doing that? I just don't understand it. It's just crazy. Anyway, it causes me grief. My anxiety be off the chart. I feel like shit sometimes when I let my mind do the things, this one guy also said that they told some of the young girls, if you say anything, we're going to unalive everybody in your family. They think God doesn't exist. Mega Black Essence, they don't. They are atheists. I don't know how this man got up here and won as a Christian when he know goddamn well he's an atheist. That man don't think nothing about God. And Paula White up there with her damn, Paula White girl and the evangelicals. But anyway, it's the devil. I just can't.
Can y'all want to laugh real quick?
No, we having we having a serious conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That part, I just don't know what to do. I just don't. It's so fucking sad.
He need to shut up. He had a good place in his career, Jay-Z.
But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Kisses and hugs, honey. That man cussed our damn Donald Trump ass out. I don't know why these Republicans are talking there and running their mouth. Y'all can't say nothing. You got children over there. You got grown men. You got billionaires. You got people from other country other billionaires. You got bankers, you got lawyers, you got all kinds of shit. The email said, come over here, said, you know, because we got the girls. Those are babies. We got the girls for the bankers, and I'm talking about big dogs. Come over here where you can carry out your deepest, darkest fantasies. And if you want to go as far as to shit and piss on them and unalive them, you can do that too. We have places here on the island where you can do that. Come over here if you want to strangle them and feel the life leaving their body if you want to. And then, but it costs. So you have to pay us if you want to do those things. And then they say, oh, well, I'll pay. I have no problem with it. Well, then you send $15 million to this account over here. And you will be able to come here and light a couple of them on fire after you've done what you wanted to do. And we'll just bury them here. Or maybe on the golf course. We'll bury them there. Whatever you want to do, because they're subhuman anyway. What's up, Dorian Gray? They're subhuman anyway. They're poor. They're trash. They're fucking nothing at all. Even if they are white, we don't care. They are prey for us. We don't care nothing about their parents. We don't care nothing about their future. We don't care anything about it. We only care about letting these people come over here, do what they want, and putting money in our account. That's all we ever cared about. We don't give no fucks. And then we're going to partner with the Heritage Foundation and other really, really rich white people. And then we're going to find us a guy, and we're going to make him president. Because what we do on Epstein Island and other places, we're going to continue to do it. But we got to make sure that we change the Constitution and the laws. Because we've already said we're going to lower the age of legal consent when it comes to having sex with a child. We want to bring it down to 13. So you can't fuck with us. And then number 2, when it comes to all the other stuff that we do that's on the black market, that has these $50 million tickets, $500 million tickets on it, all the different things that you do with humans, because we're bored of cars, clothes, houses, properties, planes. We're bored of that shit. We got so much money. We can do all of that. No. The thing that we want the most is humans. And we want to hurt them the best way we can. And so we're going to send this man. He's going to become president of the United States. And then we're going to change the Constitution and the laws. And so if we didn't care about the children on the island, why the fuck do you think we're going to care about the citizens of the country? Because if our imagination is that wicked to do those things to the children, what the fuck do you think we planned for you? And you think you're a Christian and the church is going to stop us from doing what we want? The Heritage Foundation is a ministry, and it's already a part of it. Erica Kirk, she got blood on her hands with the children from Romania. You remember? Now she over there at what's the name of their ministry? What's the name of Erica Kirk's ministry? Turning Point. Now she's over there at Turning Point doing her big one. And she got all those young people over there manipulating them. And I guarantee you there'll be some bodies missing over there too, eventually. These people are demons. But my thing is, I'm so curious about there is a ideology attached to their behavior. There is an ideology and some rituals attached to, you can basically say they are a cult and they follow something. And I'm curious about what that is. What is that? What kind of information tells you that if you take the innocent children and do the most horrible things you can imagine to them, then it makes you a different type of human? I want to know what that is. Madonna, Angelina, and others. What is it though? What is it that they're into? Like if I ask Chat GPT something like that, he's not allowed to talk about stuff like that. What have they been a part of? Like, it would never work for me because I don't love money. I wouldn't do anything for it. If I saw people doing shit like that, I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with it at all. But why though? You say they siphon the energy of the innocent. But there's a some chase fame, and if you want fame, you have to do certain things to get it. No, that don't resonate with me. But I do believe that though. They meet those entities at crossroads and made deals. Money, that's it. What is Stonehenge? What is Stonehenge? So yeah, they have a plan for the black church. They have a plan for minorities anyway. That's part of their doctrine too. What's up, Corey? I just want y'all to know that because I absolutely know that. I know it right now. No, nothing else has to happen for me. They've shown us enough. Thank you. Stonehenge is one of the great wonders of the world. Okay. We keep living no human entities out of the equation. We keep living no human entities out of the equation. What do that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. I hope these preachers see that video that Jamal did. They all need to look at it one by one. It may not resonate with you, but everyone ain't you. No disrespect. Everyone doesn't think the same, and some will do anything to get power and fame. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. Obviously, right? I know that. Try researching the history of Natchez, Mississippi, my hometown, also the wealthiest city in the U.S. during the time of King Cotton. This may be put some insight into the subject. Hold on, let me do screenshot. Hold on. Screenshot that and then okay. Because there's some type of ideology that they're into. And I do believe that some people kind of get blackmailed into it. That I do. I believe that some people went there to the island and they were like, I could improve my company or make some deals, that it wasn't necessarily in the beginning about the girls and the boys. Let's not, when we mention the island, I need y'all to take a snapshot, a project in your mind. Snapshot it, shoot, and don't just think girls. Think girls and boys. Till this day, it has more plantations per square mile than anywhere in the country. It is crazy because this is the thing. Just the idea of slavery alone. If you just, because something about the Epstein Island kind of got vibes of slavery too. And here we go. So many years past that point, and you have human beings that are still doing the worst things that they can think of to human beings. But I believe that one day we'll have a system, right? That when we see this kind of behavior in young people, that we'll do something about it. Because they said that man could charm anybody. Oh, but anyway. It's up to the black woman to give the order. Always. Always. Black women, I already told y'all. Money cannot charm everybody. Money can't charm everybody. And the thing is that if you think that, then you got a lot to learn.
Y'all got that pizza?
Huh? There's some more left. Everybody don't love it. Everybody gonna do everything for it. I'm one of them people. No. It depends on what you need from me. Not gonna do anything for it. I don't, that's not like in my heart. No. Some people honestly are modest people. They don't need all that shit. They don't care what other people think about them. They don't give no fucks. They don't want to be in the in crowd. They don't want to be that girl. They don't care. Men and women. Right. Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, so we know about Jeffrey Epstein's life, right? We know how he enjoyed as a pedophile doing what he did to those little babies. We know that he exploited and just did horrible things. But think about what happened to him. Now visualize you living the way that you do. You got your airplane, your helicopters. You got the kind of car that you want to drive. You can eat anywhere you want to go. You could, any kind of cologne. You could, just any fucking thing. If you wanted a brand new beach house built in Florida, you got the money to do it. He could do anything. But at the end of his story, somebody wraps their big, thick arms around his goddamn neck and squeeze it into the bones pop. And I told you, you can't do anything. And if you do, there is a price to pay. See, a person like me, I think like that from the beginning.
That's nice right there.
And I'm not going there. I like peace. I like my peaceful life. I don't care. My soul is not for sale. No. That's why a lot of people end up in prison too. Like the ones we talking about, because I believe they're going to end up in jail. Mm-hmm. They're going to end up in jail. Or hell one. Or when they come back into the life, when they come back to the earth, they're going to come in as, you know, you never know. You think your ass done got away with something. Hey, Connie. You think your ass done got away with something. You think you just going to die. See, a person like Donald Trump, this is what he think. He think he going to say, Father, in the name of Jesus, forgive me for all my sins. And then he make it into heaven. Bitch, you not making it into no heaven. You going to come back into the earth as something, somebody, a girl or a boy, and you're going to be poor as fuck. You're going to be one of them girls that were treated like that on Epstein Island. That what you did to people, when you come back, going to be done to you. That's going to happen to you. You're not getting out of it. You're going to pay for it in this life and the next one to come. We're not doing that. I don't believe in that. People say, oh, well, I'm just going to pray and ask the Lord to forgive me, and you a narcissist, a psychopath, and a whole goddamn demon. You got to be a narcissist.
She like, take your comment back and says, I'm the only one that can really take care of my kids anyway.
Are y'all still here?
So me and Poochie trying to figure out, because you know, this time she
Why it looks so crazy?
Like, what are you talking about?
Maybe I need to, oh, it's the light.
Who are you talking about?
It's the lighting.
Like, no, seriously, you talking about? Because everybody on the kids.
Y'all must have known my damn charger.
I mean, I'm gonna assume you're not talking about me because we don't.
Y'all must have known my charger, my phone died.
Because she followed me on TikTok and watched my TikTok, like a motherfucker that watches me that want to be my friend so bad.
I hate that.
We're not friends on Facebook.
When people watch you like that and don't like you.
Yeah, she watches my TikTok.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't follow her.
Hey girl.
I don't watch her.
How are you? What's up, Tara? I'm doing good. But honey, oh my God, I'm back. Even though it looks so weird. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Hold on. There it is. Okay, yeah, there we go. But anyway, one thing that bothered me real bad, and y'all listen, are you watching the Grammys tonight? I don't know, Tara. I might. What time is it? I might watch it. Y'all, will we watch the Grammys tonight or no? No. Super Bowl? Oh, okay. Really? But anyway, I hate the very fact that anybody told that man that he going to heaven. That he going to the place where God lives. I don't know if y'all believe in heaven or not. I don't know. But that's a lie. And for the Heritage Foundation and the white evangelicals to support this man and say this man is a Christian and say that God can save anybody because he saved Paul the apostle, he prosecuted the Christians, and I guess they say, well, he could be, God can use him even though he has done all these horrible things to these innocent children because he's nasty enough and cold enough to talk shit to all of the politicians, and he's big and he intimidates people and everybody's scared of him, then God is using him no matter what. I don't understand it about the Christians. How could you call yourself a Christian and be in support of such a demon? How could you do that? When the very Bible that they go by don't do that. When Lucifer or Satan, whatever you want to call him, when he, according to the storyline, when he revolted against the God of the Bible, whether you believe it or not, we're talking about according to the storyline, then he was kicked the fuck out. And God never repented of that decision. There was a clear line drawn in the sand. The line was clear and precise. You're bad. You're going to get out of here. I pronounce judgment on you. You cannot stay in the heaven. I'm not on your side anymore. You're a traitor. You're a horrible person. Get out of here. That's what God did. Now the Christians are saying, no matter how awful he is, he can do what he wants. He can be a whole devil every day, and we love him. We're not going to do what God did. We're going to do what we want. And then y'all ask the question, Christians ask the question and say, well, why are y'all always talking about us? Why are the Christians going through? Because y'all ain't shit. That's why. Well, I'll tell you what about that. Your Bible says Paul the Apostle had an encounter with Jesus on the road to Damascus. That's what your Bible said. Your Bible said Paul the Apostle persecuted, killed Christians. He did awful things to Christians, lots of them, thousands of them. But then God chose him to be a wonderful apostle and wrote a third of the Bible. That's what your Bible says. So that's why they tolerate Donald Trump. Because they are saying that he used to be like that, Cheryl. He's not like that anymore. He's a Christian now. That man ain't no damn Christian. That's a lie. Not a Christian. And they ought to be shamed for calling him one. Now, I tell you what. If they accept somebody like Donald Trump, there's no hope for the church. Yeah, there's no hope for the church. The church at this point has the worst reputation that you've ever seen. We can't depend on the church. They are suffering with some type of grave mental illness. I'm serious. Now, Jamal Bryant knows better. You know. But at first, a lot of people, a lot of Christians voted for him. Lots. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we know, everybody knows he's not a Christian. What's up, Casey, the one? But I want, okay, so you say that the church, the Bible speaks of people who pretend to be Christian. All right. But my thing is, he never pretended to be a righteous person. He already told you he never repented. He don't pray and he don't go to church, but yet and still Paula White said he a Christian. Paula White knew the whole time Donald Trump was not a Christian. That is not what she wanted from Donald Trump. That's not what she wanted. I guess Paula White is, she's full of that white fear. That white fear that the minority groups are going to take over in America. I guess she's a part of that too. even though she was pastoring a black church. Okay. I guess she's part of that group that believe that preachers, black preachers, are heretics. And that all black people need to find them a white pastor. I guess she's a part of that group. I don't know what the evangelical church is going to do. Because black people ain't going to never trust them no more. Because they don't partner with the white nationalists. And now black people, black churches, they got their mouth shut except for Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant is out here saying every day, what's up, y'all? Y'all ain't going to say nothing? They think it's just all going to just go away miraculously. It's just going to go away. So it's up to you to decide if Paula White is bearing good fruit. Paula White is a bitch and a whore. That's the kind of fruit she bear. She tried to seduce Benny Hinn from his wife. Fuck her. Mm-hmm. And she swagger jacked black women preachers. She stole a black woman's persona. Paula White. Uh-huh. Fuck her. She's an actress and a fucking whore. Mm-hmm. Period. Paula White is horrible. Ooh, child, she's terrible. She a damn female con artist. Mm-hmm. She went over there and pastored Zachary Tim's church after he died from that cocaine overdose. They didn't want his wife to preach. They put Paula White up there. And then she took all their money and eventually left. This shit is so crazy, y'all. It's so crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do we tell our young people when we take somebody like Donald Trump with the type of history that he has? And now these children are on the internet. They see and hear what's going on. They're getting older. And when they go and see what he did to those children, he's actually gone to court. You can find he got a couple of court cases where he done settled out of court for some of that same type of behavior in girls and boys. And then when they look up on the TV, they see him in the office of a president. They are scared of their president. But when you think about, we the people should be the government, and we're going to have to start doing that. When you think about Barack Obama, that's how he was different from them. My God. children are scared of him in real life when they know, when they learn of the things that he's done to children. Excuse me. Children shouldn't look up at the television and see the president of their country and be afraid of it. Be afraid of him. But he wants them to be afraid, though. He wants all of us to. He wants everybody to be afraid. Shit crazy. He wants us to be afraid, but we are not afraid. But children, knowing what he has done, would make any child scared. What he's accused of, nobody should be accused. I don't know who he gonna kidnap next. I don't know. What he's accused of, nobody should be accused of all that stuff that he is accused of, and he's still being defended to the point where a lot of people say they don't care if he did it or not. They don't care what he does to people. They only care about the land, the country, the money. They don't care what he does to, you know. They'll tell you that. They don't care. So, I mean, everybody keep on talking about the primary, how things are going to change and we can get the house back or whatever like that. And I'm saying, honey, things change so bad from day to day, I can't even look at November. Are y'all like that? I mean, are y'all looking forward to the primary? Because, baby, we ain't even got to the spring or the summer yet. And he done got so bad that he's running around taking the voting polls and stuff. I mean, I don't... Hey, Linda. You know, it's always the thief in him. It's always the corruption. It's just always that, like... And then everybody talks so bad about the Democrats, and I love Jasmine Crockett. And I think she's doing a fantastic job. But everybody talking so bad about the Democrats, and I'm just like, I mean, people are really talking bad about the Democrats. And even iHip News, the primary is part of the fight. Please vote. No, we're gonna vote, Linda. But I'm saying everybody is saying that's too far of a goal to focus on November 4th, which is my birthday. But it's too far of a goal. They are saying we need to take action now. That's what they're saying. They saying if we focus on November, then he gonna make shit shake bad. I'm talking about we're gonna be experiencing several global, all kinds of shit going on. And I believe it too, because every day is something crazy. You know what I mean? So they said we need to be taking action now. With him going around sending the federal agents to get the voting information is out of pocket. Because who the fuck does that? Nobody else has done it. It reminds me of when he took all of those files to Mar-a-Lago. Y'all remember when he took all the government files to Mar-a-Lago? Nobody told his shitty pamper to do that. Nobody told him to. People don't do shit like that. But he does because of the life that he's lived, and especially all the things that he did on the island. And the things that he's been doing the whole time with all of his businesses. He does whatever he wants. Action is being taken. There's nothing you can do at this moment except be ready when the call for action comes. Oh no, there's a lot we can do. There's a lot that we can do. I don't know if we're willing to do it though. Because this is what I do know. This is what I do know. This is what I do know. And because I in the evening time, I listen to the mental health experts. So I listen to the mental health experts, right? And this is what they say. We done fucked around and found out that we have allowed a malignant narcissist to become president, number one. He's activated the other narcissists and psychopaths. They were already there anyway. Okay? But the narcissists have different type of personalities. This man is a grandiose narcissist. Okay? That's why Epstein said he was afraid of him. And that he unalived people. You know what I'm saying? In order for things to roll the way they rolling now, this person already got bodies and bodies and bodies and bodies and bodies and bodies already. This is not nothing new. So he been about this life, right? So we as American people, and a lot of us don't know about shit like this on this level, because you might not have nobody that is that deplorable and awful and demonic in your family, or somebody like in your circle that you know of that roll like this. The type of rolling he do, you might not be used to that, right? You might not be used to it. My ex-husband, he was going into, he had a book collection, of people who unalive people, all kind of narcissists, psychopaths, just anybody fucking real crazy that don't understand human life. So he had that. So he had all those books. And I called him the other night and we were talking. I was like, I never paid any attention to your books. And but anyway, there's a type of, what is the word? Brutality, a type of hate, unempathetic, like coldness that these type of people have, right? And their whole point is, I'm gonna run your fucking ass over. I'm going to run you over. And the only way that I don't, the only way that I won't do it, you gotta stop me. That's the only way. That's it, right? So we got a lot of people in our government that for almost a year, because I think they're getting it now. They're getting it now, okay? Because I be out here ear hustling. I be listening. But for the first 6 months, you had too many motherfucking people that said, well, he'll stop doing it. He ain't gonna go but so far. They didn't understand the personality. They didn't understand that part. That he can't not fucking do those things. This person old. He's always done these things. See what I'm saying? This is always, we got too much shit out here. We got too many people talking about their experiences with this person. We got too much information already. The picture has been painted. The fucking writing is on the wall. It's already there. Along with the Heritage Foundation and all the different people, the different parts, all along with Stephen Miller and Stephen Bannon, and how Bannon and Epstein were talking in the files about all kinds of different shit. And they were talking about Red Rumman too. Red Rumman that he had done in the files already. Now, put yourself in his shoes. Try to do this. Just everybody in the chat, put yourself in his shoes. And think about this. I do what I want to do. And I've gotten away with bloody murder. People are afraid of me. I see and smell the fear on them. I know that I can intimidate folks. I know what intimidation look like. I know what it smells like. I know that I could do this. I know that I could call you up. I know that I could say certain things to you, and I know what you can do because I can look at you. My instinct tell me if I can run your ass in the ground or if I can't. And it is real. So now we know, Cheryl Grabowski knows, and most people know, listen, you're dealing with a diabolical personality. This person is a hypocrite. The person is a liar. And everything that that person accuses other people of, he himself is guilty of it. Everything that that person accuses other people of, he said he was going to drain the swamp. And now everybody done found out, that fucked around and found out that he is the swamp. And he did drain it of its resources. He said that he was going to drain the swamp. Now everybody done fucked around and found out that he is the swamp. And he did drain it of its resources. So the only way that he stops is if the people stop him. Them. Let's talk about the them. Let's move the margin a little bit. Because he's not smart enough to do the things that have been done in way of executive orders. He's not smart enough. Everybody's saying that Stephen Miller and some other people are doing those executive orders. Now, Stephen Miller is a white nationalist and he hates black people. I thought it was 3,000. I thought it was 30,000 black women that they fired. It was 300,000 black women that they fired. What's up, Lady Dion? Gino. That's what I thought. I was like, oh my God. So, no. We have to stop them. Stephen Miller ass is going to jail. Okay? I can only imagine I'm just, one of them kind of people. I can only imagine when they are talking in those meetings or on those calls or when they've all flown to Mar-a-Lago and they're in those rooms talking. Heritage Foundation. Stephen Miller, Stephen Bannon, Heritage Foundation, the regime at the White House when they're talking. Because, they don't care about us. Same way they didn't give a fuck about the children. If you don't give a fuck about children, innocent kids that haven't done anything to you, if you don't give a fuck about children and you can hurt children, and it's alleged that the children were unalived, then you don't care nothing about American citizens. And this is what we are experiencing. Look at what's going on in Minnesota.
I feel so sorry making up people DoorDash.
Oh, you just did that?
Yes.
Look at what's going on in Minnesota. If you don't care anything about children, when we sit here, most of us on this live, when we sit here and think about the things that those people have done to children, it's enough to make tears come down your motherfucking eyes. It don't take much. But I allow that to happen on this live. But it don't take much. And for a person, a human being, whether they got $1 billion or $10, they should not be able to do things like that to children. It should not be a part of your makeup or your capacity. There should be something, an internal GPS in you that won't allow it to happen. Your instinct, your intuition, your heart should not allow you to do that to children. And we're talking about not just men, we're talking about some women too. That damn Ghislaine Maxwell, I swear she need to be knocked upside her fucking face. You bring those girls to your man. The way that little white girl was laid across Epstein and he was smoking that cigarette with that shirt unbuttoned and that pop ass belly out. And then Prince Andrew was hovering over top of another teenage girl who was underneath him, and then he was hovering over her, and whoever had the camera would have been behind his right shoulder, because you saw him, Prince Andrew, his whole body face, and then back there to his left you saw Epstein laying down on something, and the girl in his right arm, and then he was holding the cigarette with his left hand with his shirt unbuttoned with his pot belly ass, and both of them had them children in there with them. And they were not the only ones. To my people who own banks and all kinds of shit. I just, they don't give a fuck about us as citizens. So for the mothers of the churches and your cousins and your grandma and them and your cousins and them and the politicians, and politicians already know anyway, they don't care. But just for all of the citizens of the United States that get up every morning and wash our asses and prepare for work and go do what we got to do to take care of our loved ones, and since we spend time with our family, and whatever we do, we go on vacations, whatever, they don't give no fucks about us, and there is no telling what they have planned for us as citizens. But anyway, we cannot wait until November 4th. We got to take action now. And that thing about resting, we can't rest, because you already see what they did to Don Lemon. Now let's on another note, let's end the live like this here. Did what Don said. Now, I'm not going to quote Don, but I'm going to tell you in my own words. Don says, I don't give no fucks. I'm going to do what I always did. Not only am I going to double down, I'm going to fucking triple down. You didn't scare me at all. And Don said something that was so powerful, because Cheryl Grabowski had already said it. I said, oh my God, they lock up Don Lemon? Do you know his mental capacity? Do you know his ability to observe and to take mental notes about everything that he experiences, everything that he see, and everything that he feel, and everything that he sees? And this what Don came and said. He said, I will talk about everything that I experienced. That's what he said. Everything. And I can't wait to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. So they call themselves scaring Don. And what you done made him do is you done put a battery in his back where he just like Jasmine Crockett. I'ma fuck you up. And I'ma take your motherfucking ass down. Bye, guys. Have a good evening.